Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Zmore the Dan DPS, and we are back with another video. Now today's video is in relation to some unknown or forgotten items in game. But before we get into it, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. So today's video, 3 forgotten weapons in Appalachia or Fallout 76, whatever way you want to look at it. Now the first one that I will talk about is the Bear Arm. Now if you don't know what the Bear Arm is, it's an unarmed weapon in the shape of a bear's skull. It is an incredibly powerful unarmed weapon, and I would heavily recommend that you get a hold of one of these. As you can see on the screen, we are leathering things quite easily and punching through everything with this freaking crazy ass weapon. I love the Bear Arm. I did a video on it the other day, and if you are interested, I'll leave a link on that down below. But yeah, the Bear Arm is a very effective unarmed weapon, and it will cause a lot of damage if you're going the melee build. But more on that, or rather the weapons, later. Now, how do I get this weapon? Essentially, there is only one place in the game that you can get it, and that does not include other people's vendors. You can get it from other people's vendors if they've got it. The event that you need to go to is Project Paradise. Project Paradise is an event that will randomly appear at Arctos Pharma, and once you get to this event, you have several tasks that you need to complete. The first stage of this mission is that you have to gather resources and put them into the recycler unit thing in the middle of one of the 3 areas. Now, for each of these areas, a friendly NPC will spawn. However, if you don't put anything into the recycler, these NPCs will be rank 0. If you put 10, they'll be rank 1. If you put 20, they'll be rank 2. And if you put 30, they will be rank 3, rank 3 being the strongest. This kinda ensures that they are the tankiest, the most powerful they can possibly be. Your next mission is to protect all of these creatures from waves of enemies. The more creatures that survive to the end, the better the rewards. Now, to get the Bear Arm plan, you need a minimum of 2 of these enemies creatures to survive. So, it can be quite difficult, depending on who goes to the event. And the biggest problem with Project Paradise is that people tend to ignore the event when it pops up. However, it does have a lot of rare rewards. So I would heavily recommend going to Project Paradise and taking part in it, because there's a lot of different weapon skins, armor skins, cosmetic plans that you can unlock from that. And that includes the Bear Arm, which is debatably a fantastic and fun unarmed weapon to use. So definitely go on over to the event and take part in it. Now, the second and third weapons are the Sheep Squatch Club and the Sheep Squatch Staff. Now, the Sheep Squatch Club is a one-handed club type weapon. It's got relatively fast attack speed, and overall it just looks really interesting. I really like the Sheep Squatch Club, and I have quite a few variants of it myself. Out of the 2 of these weapons, it is probably the better one in my point of view, because of how quick it swings, and that can obviously rack up damage really quickly. On top of that, it is just, you know, the closest, like, if you're melee, unarmed is best. One-armed is second best. So it's close to being the best in comparison to melee weapons. Next we have the Sheep Squatch Staff, which is a 2-handed melee weapon, and let's be honest, it's out of the 3 of these, it is by far the worst. However, it does have quite decent base damage and looks really heavy metal. Let's be honest, if you ever want to look like Skeletor in a video game, that is the type of weapon you want to bring with you. It's an absolutely fantastic looking weapon. I really love it. Great for displays, that kind of thing. Now, where do you get these 2 weapons? Free range. It is an event that spawns just like Project Paradise in the same time frames. However, it can spawn on 3 different locations. I'm not going to go into the locations, it's not really important. If it pops up, go and do this event. The entire goal of this event is to escort 3 Brahmin from point A to point B. On that journey, you're going to be attacked by multitudes of different enemies, and at the end, a sheep squatch. Now, obviously, the more Brahmin that survive, the better off you will be, the better the rewards you get. And having a shepherd's crook that's legendary and, you know, using it to shoo the animals about is probably a good idea as well. But yeah, now when it comes to free range, the only real worthwhile plans are the mace and the staff. However, you do also have a load of different mods for them, and the best ones are the flaming barbed mods. So if you get that, then yeah, it's worth caps. And the thing about free range, it's like Project Paradise. It quite often just gets left to time out on the map. So in doing these events, you're potentially finding a source of caps that you maybe haven't tapped into before. And all three of the weapons are actually really decent and fun to play with. The thing I always say about Fallout 76 is the game is only as fun as you make it. And using a bit of variety in the weapons you use, using a bit of variety in your playstyle, definitely makes a lot of difference when it comes to the longevity of the game. And I love melee. I absolutely love melee builds. But that's pretty much that. If you didn't know where to get these weapons and didn't know anything about them, don't forget to do all the usual stuff. I'm sure you will. And if there's any weapons that you feel have been forgotten in the game, leave a comment down below on what you think. Either way, guys, I'll catch you all next time in the Wasteland. So that was today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. If you'd like to support the channel further, you can buy our merchandise, as you can see on the screen, at the Teespring link down below, as well as our super thanks button on all of our videos. On top of that, we also have our Ko-fi QR code on screen, and you can become a channel member. And on the note of the members, let's thank them.